Hi everybody, it's Carla, and today I want to talk about destiny. Something my father always used to say is lo que está para ti, nadie te lo quita. That means what is for you, no one can take away, in Spanish. Destiny. Let's talk about destiny. Now, I've done a lot of videos about soul agreements, soul contracts, God's plan. It's all the same thing with a different word. You can call it whatever you want to. And I want to talk about destiny. Destiny is your soul agreement. What is destined for you will happen. Period. Let me say that again. What is destined for you will happen. It doesn't matter what it is. Whether it's career, whether it's relationships, it's destiny. Destiny. What is in your destiny, nobody can change, nobody can take. Now, free will. We all come here with free will. Free will is not part of a predetermined plan. We all come here with free will, and our free will is not predetermined. Those are the choices and the roads, the choices that we make to get to a predetermined destination, let's say. So an example would be we're at the top of a skyscraper, and we need to decide which way we're going to go down from the skyscraper. We can take the elevator, we can take stairs, and each one of those choices is a free will choice. The choice that we make, either we take the stairs or we take the elevator, or hell, we might even jump off the top. Each one of those choices brings different experiences. That's your free will and the experience and the journey that you might take to get to the bottom of the skyscraper. But you're still going to get to the bottom. That's the destiny part. Regardless, you're planned to get to the bottom or maybe to the top of the skyscraper. That's your destiny, the top of the skyscraper or the bottom of the skyscraper. And your free will choices are the different means of getting either to the top or to the bottom. And each one of those choices will bring about different experiences. But you're still going to get to the top or to the bottom regardless. That is not going to change. That cannot change if that was your plan. That cannot change. That is your destiny. The same if you're going to a friend's house. Oh, I'm going to go over to your house later today. Which way are you going to take? There might be 3 different routes. Your free will is the choice that you make to get to the predestined place, which is your friend's house. Different experiences on each way, but you're still going to end up at your friend's house. That is the destiny part. Do you understand? Now, I want to say this, it might ruffle some feathers, but that's okay. I'm assuming people are here to learn. You cannot manifest what is not in your destiny. You cannot manifest what is not in your destiny. If it's not meant to happen, it can't happen. It's not going to happen. It won't happen. You cannot manipulate and force something to happen. Well, maybe you can a little bit, depending, it's where people like to do maybe some spell work and things like that, magic. And I'm here to tell you, again, if it's not meant to happen, there is no spell. There's nothing you can do to make it happen and stick. It might happen for a little while. A perfect example is a love spell. You might get a specific person to be with you for a while, but once that spell has run its course, that's it. You're going to have to keep doing it over and over again. And that's not real love, that's fake love. I've done a video on love spells before. But that's another good example. If it is not destined to happen, it will not happen. There's a lot of, Nala, don't you jump up there. My cat. There are a lot of, I know, meditations and classes and vision boards, and all that's good. It's good to do. People say manifesting works, and it does work. It helps you manifest what's already predetermined and predestined. It might happen a little quicker. It's possible. But if it's not in your destiny, it's not going to happen. It's not. Okay? A good example is, let's see, I'm going to use myself as an example. I am a musician, or I used to be, or what? Well, I guess you're always a musician. I started playing guitar at 10. I'm also a singer. I've been in many bands since the time I was a teenager. I traveled on the road, toured recording studios, rehearsal studios, the whole shebang. I only got so far. I believed that I would make it in the music industry a long time ago. I'm 53 now. It wasn't from my lack of trying or effort. It just wasn't meant to happen. And I don't regret any of it because I had a great time. That doesn't mean you can't do what you love. You just might not make a career out of it. If that's one of the things you're trying to manifest is a specific career. Yeah, it just wasn't in my destiny. And I went to a very talented astrologist many, many years ago. And she told me that the whole music thing was a carryover from another lifetime. That I had already made it in the music industry in another lifetime. And God knows how long ago it was, because it wasn't anything recent. We usually have many, 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 many years in between lives. So it could have been in the 1600s, it could have been in the 1500s, who knows? It could have been in the 1800s. I don't know when it was, but she said you had already done this and it was a carryover from another life that you were remembering. So you thought you were going to do this specific thing in this lifetime. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah. Sometimes people also think, well, if I study hard enough and I work hard enough, then I will make it as, example, a doctor or a surgeon. This is something that you also have to be born with. Not everybody has the intelligence to be, let's say, a neurosurgeon or cardiac thoracic surgeon or whatever. You might love the subject or like watching, the medical shows. I love watching all those medical shows. I do. But you might not have the capability or to be able to be a surgeon. Not everybody comes with that ability. You know what I mean? You got to have the surgeon's hands, you have to have the surgeon's mind, and you might study. You might even make it into medical school if you get that far. You might. Then you just can't pass the test. You can't get your license, or more than likely you won't even get into medical school. And you can keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. And if you're not meant to be a doctor or a surgeon, it's not going to happen. It is not in your destiny. So, again, what is meant for you cannot be taken away. It will happen. Whether it's for career or relationship, money, whatever. It cannot be taken away. Free will is the one thing that is not predetermined in our soul agreement, in God's plan. Everyone has free will. And the decisions and the choices and the roads that we choose to get to a specific path or a specific decision, that is the free will. the outcome or that thing that we want to do is the destiny. Doesn't matter what road it was that you took to get there. That's the free will choices. The outcome is the destiny. The building that we're on, trying to get up to the top, the skyscraper, we're trying to get to the bottom. The stairs, the elevator, we're jumping off. 3 choices, 3 different journeys, 3 different experiences. Outcome is the same. We're at the bottom of the skyscraper or going up. The stairs, the elevator, or maybe we took a helicopter. 3 different choices, 3 different experiences. That is the free will. So, I hope that helps. Now, I know people like to comment on the soul contract agreement things. And remember, it's hard to do every scenario or every possible question in a short video. So this is just a summary. So I hope that helps some people. I just did one on suicide. Is it predetermined in a soul agreement? I'm going to say this now. It's very rare for suicide to be predestined or predetermined or part of your soul agreement. The soul, when they incarnate, they're going to know that they're going to have issues, that they're going to have some problems, that they might think about taking their own life. But the actual act of crossing yourself over, more than likely, is not in your soul agreement. That is not a predetermined thing. Does it happen sometimes? Yes, it does. But it's very rare. So I'm going to leave it at that. You guys have a good day. And until next time, like and subscribe.